Hello everyone and welcome back to Stardew Valley. Now I played a couple days, so the parsnips should be ready. Oh, but first we have a cutscene with Marty. Alright. Hello, Leigh. You see this dog here? Yeah, he's as big as you. Of course I see him. He really is as big as she is. Goodness. It's a big dog. I found it sitting outside the entrance to your farm. I think it's a stray. Poor thing. Yeah, sure, Marty. It's got a bright blue collar on, but yeah, we'll go with the fact that it's a stray. Hey, it seems to like this place. Hey, don't you think this farm could use a good dog? Yes, I do, Marty. Yes, I do. Of course, I'll adopt the dog. I will not name it Snooch. I will name it Morgan, after my dog, in real life, also named Morgan. Well, Morgan, you be a good pooch now, okay? Woof, woof. Alright, here we go. Into the game. Yes, the parsnips are ready, but I do have some mail, so I should check that. Hi, me sell hats, okay, Pokey? Come to old house, Pokey. Bring coins. Hat Mouse. Oh, I love Hat Mouse, one of my favorite NPCs. Robin here. I know there's a lot of stones scattered around your farm. If you have a surplus, you might consider having me build a well for you. Wells can be placed all over your farm and serve as convenient places to refill your watering can. Just swing by my shop with 75 stones and 1,000 gold when you're ready for it. Robin. Well, Robin, I don't think I'll be ready for it because I know I have a pond right next to my farm, just off the screen here, that is really close, and I can refill my watering can there, so I don't think I'll waste my stones and money on that. But, You go get your business, Robin. And last one. Alright. To our valued JojaMart customers. Our team members have removed the landslide caused by our drilling operation near the mountain lake. I'd like to remind you that our drilling operation is entirely legal. Responsible stewardship for the local environment is our top priority. Really? With a landslide and having to remind everyone that it's legal brings a few red flags in mind, but that's okay. We apologize for any inconvenience this accident may have caused. As always, we value your continued support and patronage. Morris, Joja's Customer Service Satisfaction Representative. Alright, well, that's fishy, but I'm gonna let it go because that means I can mine. So maybe we'll mine later, but first let's harvest some parsnips. Oh, that seemed to have triggered our journal. It's getting started. We completed that. Get 100 gold just for doing that. I'll take it. Raising animals. Robin can. Oh well. Is this given to Robin as well? Is she really hurting for some business here? But she says to build a coop. I'm definitely gonna build a coop because I love animals. And basically reach farming level 1 and craft a scarecrow. All right. So let's harvest some parsnips first. Now I've never actually grown parsnips myself, but I do know I think you're supposed to wait to harvest them until fall or maybe even winter, so it's a little bit early to pull those out, but that's alright. Let's save one just in case. Let's save the silver. No, let's save the regular one and sell the other 2 piles. So Lewis can come snoop on my farm. He has an excuse now. And let's make that scarecrow. I think I need fiber, coal, and wood. Let's see if that does it. Oh, well, I should have known. Alright, you can't actually make a scarecrow until you reach level 1, which I have not done yet, so fine. Alright, let's head to town. Oh, well. Before we head to town, I suppose we have to water. I always forget to water the plants in the game. I'm not sure why. I certainly don't forget to water my plants in real life. But in the game, it slips my mind, I guess because there's so much to do in the game that I don't want to be bogged down with watering these plants. Alright, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to head to Pierre's. I guess I have to wait till it opens and get some new plants to plant. So it looks like Pierre's is finally open. Yes. So let's go buy some seeds. Let's see, potato. You know, I think I'll start with some potato seeds. They're pretty easy to grow, so I can talk about growing some potato seeds. I think I have 17 free spots. Thank you, Pierre. So, well, I can start talking about potatoes. So the first thing you do is obviously you have to buy the potato. I bought potato seeds in the game, but what I would actually recommend is buying seed potatoes. So you would actually go to, I could get them from a local farm store growing up. We had a local farm store, but if you couldn't, you could also get them from a catalog. I would not recommend grocery stores since they spray some like anti-sprouting something or other on them, so that might not be the best potatoes to use. And then once you have those potatoes, let me water these. I would slice the potatoes actually, and so you want to buy the potatoes that are already starting to sprout. And because of that, you need to slice the potatoes so there's only 2 to 3 eyes or sprouts on the potato. That way, when they grow into stems, it's not too many stems all competing for the same water and nutrients. It doesn't lead to happy potatoes, and we want happy potatoes. So I'll sit here and talk. I'll sit on my porch and talk to you about potatoes. So yeah, so you cut them up 2 to 3 eyes each, and then what you want to do is you want to place those chunks of potatoes in the sun for several days, or maybe inside in a sunny area. It's got to be fairly warm, and this helps, from what I understand, it helps prevent them from rotting down the line. And then once you've done that, you can plant them like I have done in the game. And so you actually need to, you can see the seeds in the game, which is not what you're, maybe those aren't the seeds. I always thought those were seeds. Maybe they're mounds. I don't know. But either way, you want to plant them in real life. You want to plant them quite deep. I'd say around maybe 15 centimeters. And then space them out, double that length apart. So if if you're 15 centimeters deep, you want to do about 30 centimeters apart. And then, of course, you gotta water them, which I did in the game. But I would suggest planting them about a month before the last frost occurs. So maybe this time of year in game, it's still early spring. Maybe it's okay, maybe it's a bit late. I don't know what the weather's like in Stardew Valley. So next you want to wait until you see stems. In the game, you don't have to do anything different at this point. You can see, here, I'll go over here. These, I believe, are potato plants, and you can see some stems popping up. In the game, you don't have to do anything but keep them watered, but in real life, you actually have to do stuff at this point. You have to, every time the stems grow more than maybe 10 centimeters, you have to make a little hill of soil around it until the stems are back to 10 centimeters out of the ground. So you want to keep it 10 centimeters and keep growing that hill of soil. And you keep this up until the flowers appear, in which case you could harvest the potatoes. You get those little baby potatoes that are good for growing. Otherwise, you have to wait till the vines die out, and that's a good indication that the potatoes are ready. This could take a long time. This could take months, unlike the short harvest time in the game. But who would want to wait that long in game for potatoes? That would be no one would plant potatoes in the game if you had to wait that long. So anyways, I suppose that's enough potato talk. We can go mine now. Alright, so I actually started a new day because I realized I talked so much about potatoes, which are miraculously already sprouting, the previous day, so I went to bed, so I'll have more time to mine today. But first, I did get to level 1 farming, so let's make that scarecrow that I was going to originally make. I used to make a scarecrow every year for Halloween/fall. I've never actually used a scarecrow for gardening before. Oh wow, we got 100 gold just for making a scarecrow. A scarecrow, for example, will prevent crows from snacking on your precious crops. Yeah, in real life, I've seen crows just chill on scarecrows, not being slightly afraid of them. I'll put him there. So I don't know, is that really works too well. Yeah, no one I've known. I'm just putting away some stuff that I don't need for the mines. No one I know has used them for that purpose. They've only ever been used for decorations. So I'm not sure. Maybe in this game the crows are actually afraid. I'm trying to look for my dog. There he is. Hello, Morgan. Aww. But yeah, crows, you know, perching on it may not be the best strategy to get rid of them, since it just makes them a nice perch to sit on during the day while they snack on your crops. Alright, so I'm going to go hit Pierre's up before I go mining, just so I get that 24 backpack. But first, we have a cutscene. Okay. Oh, hi there. Hi, Lewis. What you looking at, buddy? What an eyesore. Just like you, Lewis, just like you. This is the Pelican Town Community Center, or what's left of it anyway. Lewis, as mayor, didn't you want to take care of this before I got into this state? I know you've been here for a while, so it can't have been like this when you arrived. I'm just saying. Lewis. What if the clock's right? It used to be the pride and joy of the town, always bustling with activity. What happened, Lewis? Did you spend the money elsewhere? Now look at it. It's shameful. These days, the young folk would rather sit in front of the TV than engage with the community. Now, Lewis, the young folks in this community, I rarely, if ever, see them in front of the TV. The only person I see in front of the TV is George, and he is not young folk. So I don't know what you're talking about. But listen to me, I sound like an old fool. Yeah, said it for me. Joja Corporation has been hounding me to sell them the land so they can turn it into a warehouse. Well, at least they'd be doing something with the land. Pelican Town could use the money, so there's something stopping me from selling it. I guess old-timers like me get attached to relics of the past. Ah, well. Like Marnie? If anyone else buys a JojaCo membership, I'm just going to go ahead and sell it. Are you telling me I should go buy a membership? Here, let's go inside. Do we have to? It looks like it might cave in on us. That might not be safe for us to go in, but we're going in. All right, let's do this. Ay. Empty fish tank, of course. Shattered glass, no big deal. What's this? I guess Vincent and Jess have been playing in here. That's not good. This place is even more dilapidated than I remember. That's a big word for you, Lewis. Do you know what it means? Hello, Junimo! What? I actually have Junimo plushies. They're adorable. They sit on my desk, so they bring me joy when I have to do, the not fun stuff. What's the matter? Are you ill? I mean, I just saw Junimo. I'm probably just happy. You saw something? I wouldn't be surprised if this place was full of rats. Well, I'm looking at one, Lewis. It's you, Lewis. Hello, Junimo. You're worrying me, Leigh. I didn't realize you cared. Look, I think I'm gonna head home. I need some lunch. Isn't it the morning still? Alright, Lewis. You do you. You do you, buddy. Hey, I'll keep this place unlocked from now on. Maybe you can help catch that rat if you have some extra time. Yes, let's leave the potentially dangerous abandoned building unlocked for anyone to enter anytime they want. This is great mayorship 101. Perfect. Alright, Lewis. Oh boy. Strange, indeed. I'll have to come back and explore this building further. We'll see. Maybe I'll just buy a Joja membership and be done with it. And they put me up here, so I gotta go back down to Pierre's. Hopefully I have enough money. I think it's 2,000 gold for the backpack. It's 8:30. Let's look at our journal. Rat problem. There's something odd going on in the community center. Investigate community center. Well, I guess we have time before Lewis not Louis, Pierre opens. You know, I hate both Louis and Pierre equally, so I get them confused sometimes. Alright. It's a community center. You know, I'm just gonna go straight through the floorboards one of these days. Hello, GMO. Yes. I will spare you my pronunciation. My Junimo's a bit rusty, but just trust me. It says welcoming things, says we're cute, etc. All good. Is that it? I guess that's it. Investigated. And now it's time to get my backpack and head to the mines. I bought my backpack. I guess the television ad style worked, or at least that's what Pierre thinks, and he's gonna keep doing it. Oh no, what have I done? Alright. I guess this is a day of cutscenes, or a couple days of cutscenes. It's a ladder, Marlon. You ever seen a ladder before? I was just peering down into this old mine shaft. That's a hole, not a mine shaft, but okay. It's been abandoned for decades. Alright. Still, there's probably good ore down there. But a dark, undisturbed place for so long, I'm afraid ore isn't the only thing you'll find. Here, take this. You might need it. Okay, we're playing Legend of Zelda now, so welcome to my Zelda playthrough. You received a rusty sword. Fantastic. It's gonna deal me more damage than the enemies, because it's rusty. I'll need a tetanus shot. The name's Marlon, by the way. I run the Adventurers Guild right outside. I'll keep my eye on you. Prove yourself, and I might think about making you a member. So if you're gonna keep an eye on me while I'm in the mines, and you're down there seeing me struggle to fight enemies, and you're not gonna help me, I don't know how I feel about that. But you got a cool eye patch, so I'll let it go. Alright, so we got our nice little rusty sword here. Does a couple things of damage. I always like to organize my tools, so don't mind me. And let's enter. Rocks! Now, I'm not a miner. I know where I grew up, there were mines. Not terribly close to me, more in the west. But I do know, so I was, fun fact, I was homeschooled until I was 14, and then I went to college. But before that, so my mother, she loved geology and earth science. And almost every year, I would have to learn about rocks and the earth and plate tectonics. And we had about, I don't know, 3 rock kits, rock identification kits that she hoarded. And, ooh, ladder. And she made me memorize all the rocks and the types of rocks and how to identify them and how to test their hardness. I was never into it, but she clearly was, you know, good on her. I guess prepared me if I ever wanted to be a geologist, which obviously as someone who's went into librarianship didn't happen, but that's okay. Also, I'd just like to note, finding a hole under a rock and jumping into it, maybe not the best thing to do. That seems a little dangerous to me, but, you know, what do I know? Slime, they're so annoying. I really don't like slimes. But I will attack you. I will attack. I need something better than a rusty sword, but I'm just starting out. It's alright. I'll get there. We'll get there. Fertilizer! Finally, I get fertilizer. I needed fertilizer since day 1, because that's what I would do. You need the fertilizer just since day 1, but we got it now. It's okay. Oh gosh. I got slimed, if you know what I mean. Alright, let's jump down another hole. I'm gonna run out of energy soon. Some wood in a wooden crate. Smart. Do I want to jump? Let me get some copper first. And I can't resist opening barrels. Just smash right into the barrels. Don't mind me. You know, if I see a barrel, I'll probably think something is liquid in there, and I wouldn't smash it because then you would lose the contents of the barrel. But I don't think you have any Well, you have wine and beer, but that's about it. But they're always in glasses, so it works. Journal updated. Deeper in the mine. Seems that the mine elevator is still functional somehow. How's electricity getting to it? I don't know. Maybe it's Marlin. It's probably Marlin. It will allow you to quickly return to any elevator doors you've discovered. That's kind of what an elevator does. It will allow you to go to doors you know about. A deeper expedition might be in order. Reach level 40 in the mines. Well, I'm definitely not reaching level 40 today. I'm almost out of energy and I keep getting slimed. But, yeah. We'll see how far I get. Wish me luck. I ran out of energy. It's still light out, but I can't do much more. Turns out I made it to level 7, so that's not bad. Hello, Abigail, playing your flute. Can I interrupt you? Or am I just gonna stare at you uncomfortably close while you play me something? I grew up playing piano, and I actually I have a degree in music, a 2-year degree in music, and it was always, can you play me something? Which is what I basically just did to Abigail, so no wonder she stopped as soon as I did that. It's fine. As a musician, you have to learn to not take it personally. They're just excited, right? Anyways, I ran out of energy, and I think that probably wraps it up for today. Thank you so much for watching again. If you have any stories, as always, please tell me. I'd love to hear them. Like, if you have any potato growing experience, like, how did that go for you? Because sometimes harvests can be, like, really plentiful and sometimes not. Tell me how's your went. So, good night to Morgan, good night to my character, and I will see you next time.